So welcome back to LYIT up here in Letterkenny. We're just underway here in the second of the Champions Trophy semi-finals. GCD's Swords Thunder, the Cup champions, taking on Garvey's Tralee Warriors, and Jimmy Ward, much anticipated clash with two informed teams.
Yeah, sorry Matt, it's the game I've been looking forward to all day, to be honest. Two teams that match up incredibly well with each other. Should be an exciting, fast-paced game.
Ryan Leonard, fantastic first season in the Men's Super League. Tralee's first year back in many a year, and they brought huge support with him up to Letterkenny. As Bogdanovic looks for a bit of space inside, eventually finds it, and Bogdanovic opens a score in for Tralee.
Yeah, great move inside. I thought he might have lifted that pivot foot a bit early there, but he bullied his way to the basket.
Charlie Coombs. Lacey gets a bit of space, nice pass inside. And the first basket for Swords Thunder goes to Justin Goldsborough, and we're 2-all early. And a great spin move from Bogdanovic, and he's had a fast start to this game.
Yeah, he left Narbonne looking at the clothesline there with that spin move.
These teams have met 4 times, have met in the cup as well. They're split at 2 apiece. Both teams have won their 2 home games, so in a neutral venue, it's all up for grabs here. Pantovic to Leonard. Leonard guarded by Coombs. Off the pick and roll. Pemberton, a gun 3-point shooter on his day, and gets a roll there, and the first 3 of the day for the Warriors.
And a great quick start out the blocks here in the first 2 minutes for Tralee.
And a nice step back from Westbrook. Jimmy, what are the matchups that you're particularly looking forward to seeing here in this game?
Well, in this game, the 2 big men inside, obviously, Bogdanovic and Narbonne will be battling hard. Outside, I like the looks of young Ryan Leonard and Charlie Coombs, 2 exciting young Irish players. And also Trey Pemberton, whoever's picking him up is going to have a long day if he gets hot.
Yeah, great matchups in every position. Westbrook's at a fantastic cup final, but he'll have his hands full, as you mentioned, with Trey Pemberton. Gil Narbonne, the MVP from the cup final again. Bogdanovic has only shown that he's going to be a good match. Coombs takes an early jump shot, doesn't make that one. Rebound, Pantovic. And Leonard looks to push the pace as the Warriors lead 7-2 early. And such is the quality of the players on the court. We haven't mentioned Kieran Donaghy. Back to basketball this year. Selected onto the Irish team after a great season for Kieran. Pemberton for another 3. And he's just a little bit off early.
He's just testing the range there, Matt. He's just lining up the sights.
We've already seen in games in the arena this year where he's lit it up from the 3-point line. Multiple 30-point games. It's good movement. Coombs fakes, 1 dribble jump shot. Good rebound, Donaghy. Slow start scoring-wise for the Thunder, but they have scoring talent all over the court and off the bench with Alex Calvex. They're missing Corey Baltimore today, which would be a big loss for them.
Yeah, absolutely. The long arms of Conrad Baltimore there will be missed for the rebounds. He's a handy man on the glass, but I think well, it has been a slow start for Thunder here. I do feel that they can get back in this game pretty quickly.
Yeah, teams very much feeling each other out. As Donaghy well picked off by Westbrook's very quick hands inside. Westbrook's getting a lot of steals in the game. You've always got to be careful he's around, and Goldsborough tries to get back-to-back baskets, but the big presence inside of Pantovic and Bogdanovic, and cleaned up in the rebounds by Pemberton.
As you're saying, Matt, a decent crowd here. Up from Kerry, a long way up, and also some guys watching from Dublin. Shout out to Neil Lynch and the Aina boys who are tuned in.
Great pass from Lacey, good footwork from Goldsborough, and 7-4. Leonard finds Bogdanovic in the corner. And looked like he might have come from out of bounds there, but got away with it. 4 on the shot clock. Bogdanovic, left-handed hook, and a great start for Dusan Bogdanovic.
And he is a real handful down low, Matt. He looks like comfortable going left or right there on the block. So,
and I've seen him play a few times this year, and I think without a shadow of a doubt he's better as Charlie Coombs gets a quick layup. Better when he's playing against big players, matched up and plays his normal game. He struggles a little bit more with the smaller players that get underneath him a little bit quicker, but a good matchup for him with Gil Narbonne, who again has been fantastic this year.
Johnny with a little show and go, a little Rajon Rondo there, didn't come off for him though.
And here is Gil Narbonne. Great passer inside. And Kevin Lacey gets the roll. And we're tied at 9 apiece. Pemberton guarded by Lacey. Shot clock at 7. Pemberton for 3. He's had 3 sighters already, but makes no mistake. Tough shot from Trey Pemberton.
Yeah, he's got a sweet release in that shot, Matt.
Yeah, and as I said, it's going to be a tough night if he gets going. Fantastic shooter. And it didn't take a touch, so it goes out of bounds, and it will be Garvey's Tralee Warriors ball. They lead by 3, 4:09 to go in this first quarter. Leonard. Pantovic gets the cut in. Donaghy might have got away with a little bit of a travel there, but finishes for 2 and gets his first bucket of the day. Coombs, guarded by Leonard. One of those interesting matchups you talked about. 2 good Irish players, and Narbonne shows his sweet stroke from outside.
Great feed from Donaghy there. Clever presence to pass it across to Pantovic, who just dropped it in like it was nothing.
So the 2 Twin Towers inside, both on the score sheet for the Warriors. Narbonne, we're looking to get the nice pass from Narbonne. Goals, but is called for the travel. A good pace to this game early, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely similar to the Templo UCD game. The first quarter, both teams up and down the floor. Both teams trying to feel each other out. Try to control the pace of the game here.
Nice pass from Donaghy inside, but good hands from Coombs. Knocks it out of Bogdanovic's hands. And Isaac Westbrook looks to control things for Thunder. Lacey into the lane. Can't find his range. And we'll have our first sub of the game, as it'll be Fergal O'Sullivan. Checks in for Bogdanovic. Actually, Pantovic will be the first sub. He's gone off. Bogdanovic slouched there, so not exactly what you call like for like.
No, not quite giving away maybe a couple of millimetres here and there, but perhaps we'll add something different to the game for Tralee. Maybe look to isolate Bogdanovic on his own inside.
So Donaghy moves to the 4 spot and wastes no time in driving to the hoop, but good block from Goldsworth, but it will remain Tralee ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 5-point lead for the Warriors. Here is O'Sullivan. 5 on the shot clock. Pemberton, not sure if he knows it. He does. Steps back, deep 3, but only a last minute. Didn't quite have an eye on the shot clock. Had to force it up.
Yeah, that's something perhaps the bench should be making their players aware of when they're in the shouting distance on the floor. Let them know, as Alex Delenko will have to wait to check in, or perhaps he'll be.
So they do stop the game, and Delenko will come in. And talked about a few games this year. Delenko this year hasn't been quite the player he was last year, but they'll be looking for a big performance from him this year in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I seen him recently in the college league final there, and he was very, very active, very impressive. So perhaps his return to form coming towards the end of the season will boost Thunder here when he comes in.
Goldsborough well guarded by Donaghy. Good hands, but call for the reach-in foul.
Yeah, that's perhaps a tough call there. I felt Kieran probably did get the ball.
So 5-point lead for Warriors. Gil Narbonne made his first from there, makes his second from there. Cuts the lead. Bogdanovic guarded by Jose Marie Gil Narbonne. Trey Pemberton. Donaghy puts the ball on the floor, looks for a bit of space, gets bumped, but Bogdanovic tries to get the rebound, doesn't get it, and it will remain Tralee ball with 2 seconds on the shot clock as Bogdanovic will take a break and Pantovic will come in, and Alex Calvex will come in for Swords Thunder. And no shortage of scoring talent on both benches, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Both benches can go 8 players deep here comfortably. Tralee probably have the deeper benches and have the more players on the floor.
Tralee, a lot of young talent coming off the bench, some good shooters that we'll see at some point during the game. He can't afford to fall asleep on them. Nice backdoor pass. Great movement from Gil Narbonne and well spotted by Westbrook.
Yeah, great feed by Westbrook, and that's why he's one of the best point guards we've ever had here in Ireland. Such a clever player.
Pick and roll, Donaghy, Pemberton. Pemberton takes on Coombs, but good defense, and Gil Narbonne picks up the loose ball, and Alex Calvex finds a bit of space and is fouled, and that will be Fergal O'Sullivan's first.
Swords seem to have picked up the tempo a little bit, Matt, pushing the ball on the floor with a bit more emphasis on getting quick scores.
And Coach Mark Burnson gets his big guys a rest as Bogdanovic comes back in for Donaghy. The three of them rotate. Corner jump shot from Westbrooks doesn't go. A rebound by Pantovic into the hands of Pemberton. And Pemberton finds Leonard with a lob, and great finish from Ryan Leonard as he gets his first bucket of the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, and the Kerry contingent like what they see here in the crowd, so.
Great first season for Ryan. Player of the month recently as Swords tried to retaliate with a lob, but don't finish, but Gil Narbonne managed to tip it back to Alex Calvex. Gil Narbonne, step back jumper. Look good, doesn't go. Rebound Pantovic into the hands of Pemberton. And the first quarter was flown by Jimmy's with under 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, absolutely, and the reason why it's flown by is because we're watching good basketball both ends of the floor. 2 very athletic teams getting out and running, and it's exciting to watch, man.
So 8 seconds, Pemberton being guarded by Delenko, slips, and Swords will get the ball. Delenko has 3 seconds. Gets it up high off the backboard, but well put off by Pantovic, and there we have it, the end of the first quarter. It's Garvey's Tralee Warriors, the lead in GCD Swords Thunder, 18-15. So start of the second quarter here in the second Champions Trophy semi-final. GCD Swords Thunder trailing by 3 to the Warriors, and blocked but foul called on Ryan Leonard. They'll be fighting it out to take on Temple Ogue. in the Champions Trophy final tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock. Live on Basketball Ireland's YouTube channel. As into the game for Tralee comes Darragh O'Hanlon, and he'll be rejoined by Kieran Donaghy. Fergal O'Sullivan and Ryan Leonard take a break.
Yeah, and Matt, just the last couple of minutes of the first quarter and the starters, and you can see Isaac Westbrook is coming much more into the game, linking up very well with Narbonne in the middle there. And that'll be something that Garvey Tralee will have to try and limit, because if they get into a bit of a flow like that, it could be trouble for them.
So Tralee ball. Don't forget, still to come tonight, the women's showpiece, the playoff, Women's Super League playoff final between Ambassador UCC Glanmire and Courtyard Liffey Celtics, as Alex Calvex is right up against Pemberton here. Some pressure, and O'Hanlon. Pantovic in the big lineup returns for Tralee. 6 on the shot clock. Pemberton given no space from Westbrooks, who's an excellent defender as well as being the main play setup for the Thunder.
Yeah, and you could probably, out of that last break at the first quarter, you can see that maybe Coach Dave Baker telling his team that we have to make sure Pembroke doesn't see any daylight, doesn't get hot.
And a backdoor play from Delenko as Thunder look to get full court pressure on Pemberton. Make it tough for him. And a great trap from Westbrooks, and Westbrooks chased down by Pantovic, but makes no mistake, and we're tied at 18.
Yeah, great defense from Isaac there. Just cute enough to know that Pemberton perhaps was focusing too much on Alex there and picked him off on the weak side dribble.
Bogdanovic, high post. Conor Gallagher's checked in for the first time for Swords Thunder. Inside Donaghy. Nice pass and good finish from Bogdanovic. Did a good job of controlling his body to finish there for 2. Alex Calvex find a bit of space, float in the lane, doesn't go, rebound Pantovic.
Yeah, he probably had more space there than he realised, Matt. He kind of put it up there a bit rushed perhaps.
Donaghy to Pemberton, Pemberton for 3. That one doesn't go, and Narbonne tips out of the hands of Bogdanovic, and Pantovic will pick up the foul. So Charlie Coombs will check in, give Westbrooks a break, and Goldsborough will check in to give Narbonne a break.
Both teams very conscious of running their bench here, Matt, because we have a very physical contest in our hands here. And
a turnover there off the leg of Donaghy. Donaghy guarded by Conor Gallagher. Gets a bit of space, nice pass. O'Hanlon for 3. In and out from O'Hanlon, but ends up in the hands of Donaghy. Finds Bogdanovic. Well tipped again from Donaghy, making a nuisance himself there, keeping ball alive for Tralee. There's 9 seconds on the shot clock. Leonard into the hands, eventually goes into Pantovic. Pantovic, nice move from Pantovic, misses. Bogdanovic for the rebound, and he misses. And again, and I'm sure the shot clock people have no idea what to do, and a foul eventually called to bring a close to the madness.
yeah, it was like a game of popcorn for a couple of seconds there, Matt, so it was, but foul on the floor here, and it'll be Tralee ball.
There's a couple of huge guys inside there. O'Hanlon. Leonard just keeps in bounds. Good hands from Gallagher.
Yeah, great defense from Galley there. He's a big, strong body there.
Calvex for 2, steps on the line, but he makes that, and we've seen already this season, those are the shots that he can knock down. He's a great 3-point shooter. They've put a 3 up on the scoreboard, but I'm pretty sure it was Bogdanovic. Fills for 2. We have the score 22-20 They put up a 3-pointer last time down for Swords Thunder, but I'm sure that the referee signaled for 2. I'll leave it as it is for a moment and see if they adjust. I don't think either team seems to have noticed. Good pass from Donaghy and a foul on Pantovic going to the basket.
Yeah, Donaghy showing good control in the ball there, Matt. Taking it past the point guard for Thunder and then kicking it back out. Skills for a big man that he possesses.
Jimmy, I don't know if you noticed if it was a 2 or 3 last time down, did you?
No, I thought it was a 2, to be honest, Matt. The referee signaled 2, but perhaps they haven't realised yet, but I'm sure with assistant coaches in both teams there, they'll be keeping a check and stuff like that, like so. And it has been rectified just there now.
Okay. Right. That could have been a big one. It was normally like if it goes on, nobody seemed to have recognised it. If it goes on for a long time, it stays there, and at one point could have been costly for either team.
That's it. Don't ever doubt yourself, Matt. I don't.
I was beginning to think I'd gone mad, but so first one missed. Pantovic missed the second. Its score is now correct. 22-20, 6:10 to go. Close one here in the second semi-final of the Champions Trophy. Delenko to Coombs. Coombs, long dribble jump shot, doesn't go. Good rebound, Goldsworth. Goldsworth does a fantastic job of keeping it alive. As there's 10 on the shot clock, Calvex finds some space, but a travel there as Goldsworth just loses footing. And good defense from both teams. There's nothing easy.
There's nothing been given easy at all here. Both teams working exceptionally hard, and perhaps maybe a lack of a small bit of boxing out, but a lot of physical guys on the floor, Matt, everyone working hard in defense, and the score reflects that. We're still stuck at 20 points, or 22 points rather, with 5:44 left in the second.
And Trey Pemberton takes a break, and into the game for the first time is Darren O'Sullivan. Another one of the young Tralee guards. Good shooter, good ball handling. As Ryan Leonard open up the 3-point line, he pulls the trigger, and Leonard for 3. And really the first time we've seen Ryan being left open.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see why there. He knocked down his first attempt at a 3 there.
Good hands from Bogdanovic, and O'Sullivan cleans it up. Leonard playing a point guard spot here, finds Donaghy. Donaghy, great pass inside to Bogdanovic. And a quick 5 points gives Tralee a 7-point lead. Delenko. Gilnarbon guarded by Bogdanovic. 3 from Calvex doesn't go, and into the hands of Leonard off the rebound from Pantovic. And Leonard looks to push the pace. Again, good ball movement from Tralee. Leonard fakes the pass and is fouled from behind from Delenko, who puts his hand up straight away to acknowledge the foul, and a good little patch of passing from Tralee there the last few minutes. Yeah,
excellent ball movement here, and in fairness, young Ryan Leonard has really come into the game here. He's causing trouble on both ends of the floor on defense, helping to close down Goldsberg and taking over the point guard spot for Tralee as Isaac Westbrook checks back in the game here.
So with a 7-point lead, Coach Dave Baker wastes no time in getting his main man Isaac Westbrook back in. Isaac, the last couple of years, has really been the heart and soul of this Thunder team. Everything rotates around him, but certainly this year the addition of Alex Calvex has really made a big difference to their deepness at that spot.
Absolutely, and it gives Dave Baker a chance to rest Isaac in games, but at the same time, if he wants to play them together, both guards are very versatile, both can play well off each other.
Westbrook's for 3, doesn't go. Rebound Gilnarbon to Lacey. Lacey finds Westbrook's again.
Good
7 on the shot clock.
Great defense by Tralee there, Matt. They just forced it down again. Pressure shot from Delenko.
8-point lead here, but Tralee biggest lead of the game. 4 minutes to go. Inside Bogdanovic. Nowhere to go, but finds O'Sullivan. Shot clock at 5. Pantovic gets it up, doesn't got it, but will grab his own rebound, and foul on Goldsworth.
Yeah, and Tralee are all over the offensive glass there. They're putting Thunder under all sorts of pressure there. Thunder have done a good job on closing down the threat of Bogdanovic, but at the same time they've been caught on the weak side a couple of times, Matt.
And that's Goldsborough's second foul, so he'll have to be careful. Normally, it wouldn't be an issue with Conroy Baltimore on it as well, playing half a game each, kind of normally play a quarter on, quarter off, but today he's going to have to be a little bit more careful, being the only category 2 player for Thunder.
Kieran Donaghy showing the domestic skills there.
Leonard, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Lacey, pick and roll from Bogdanovic, but Leonard can't find any space. Good defense from Thunder. 3 on the shot clock. Has to get the shot up. Nearly goes, but Kevin Lacey cleans up the rebound. And he'll find Westbrooks on the wing. He's left open. Looks, checks his feet, and knocks down the 3.
Yeah, he had all the time in the world to shoot that there, but a shot they really needed though, Matt, just kind of clipped this game back to 5 points.
Yeah, cool as you like. Gets it back to 5. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this first half. O'Sullivan, extra pass to Leonard. Leonard, foot in the line, takes a 2. But that counts. And a good second quarter from Ryan Leonard.
Yeah, he's one of the more prominent players for Tralee here in the second quarter.
Westbrooks looking for the space. Good defense from Donaghy. Sullivan dives on the floor but can't get it. Keep it in. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And Pemberton, who's had a good rest, with down O'Sullivan on, will have a timeout here as it's Garvey's Tralee Warriors leading 31-23. So welcome back, 2:53 to go, 7-point lead for Garvey's Tralee Warriors over GCD Swords Thunder. Gil Narbonne, long jumper, short. Eventually into the hands of Trey Pemberton. And Jimmy, 7-point game, quite a low scoring game but entertaining. Who's getting the better of the contest? Who's playing more like their own style?
I think Tralee are, to be honest. You can see the last on the floor there when you had 2 of their own players fighting for a defensive rebound there. They're probably hustling a bit harder on defense, but on offense they're getting shots they want as opposed to pressure shots, whereas Swords Thunder having to work very hard to get limited options. They can't seem to get the ball to Narbonne for open looks.
So team fouls as well for Thunder, so they'll have to be careful. Ryan Leonard, 12 on the shot clock. Inside to Pantovic, he gets it deep to Bogdanovic. Nice footwork from Bogdanovic, but good defense from a mixture of Goldsborough and Narbonne. But it'll bounce out of bounds. It didn't touch the ring though, so there's only 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, and Bogdanovic, such broad shoulders there. Every time he turns, he's literally twisting the player off him. But it'll be a tough ask to get a clear shot here as we.
Pemberton will be the man they'll be watching. He did get him open for a second. Leonard for 3. Gets it up, and great rebound from Donaghy, who seemed to be the only player that realised the opportunity to grab the rebound. Leonard drives tough against Goldsborough, and Ryan Leonard adds to his total in this quarter.
Yeah, and he's an aggressive, brave young player there. He's not afraid to take on the big man inside.
9 points in a quarter for Ryan Leonard. Be the main reason that Garvey's Tralee now lead by 9.
Yeah, and that man with the ball also there, Donny, he's been a demon on defense there. He's all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of nice passes from Don here, as well as the rebounding at both ends. Leonard tries to post up inside, doesn't get it. Screen from Pantovic, gets it back. A nice pass in between Pantovic and Donaghy, and Donaghy will go to the line for 2 shots. And Tralee very much in the ascendancy here.
Yeah, they're in complete control here the last 3 minutes, so half-time can't come quick enough probably for Swords Thunder, but I'm sure they'll address it at half-time and come out a different team and look to peg back this lead here.
So 10-point lead for Garvey's Tralee Warriors. Looking to mark this comeback season with some silverware. Westbrook uses double screen. Delenko for 3. Doesn't go short, but Gil Narbon does get his hands on the ball, but then under pressure from Leonard and Pantovic fumbles out of bounds. And Tralee just looking the hungrier as they take a timeout here. Coach Burnson wants to talk things over as they lead 34-23. So a minute to go in this first half. It's Garvey's Tralee Warriors leading GCD Swords Thunder 34-23. Swords Thunder trying to add the Champions Trophy to the National Cup they won in January. And Donaghy foul going to the basket. It's gone, I think, against Goldsborough. That's his 3rd, and that's huge.
Yeah, that's a big. It's a big call by the ref there, who's behind the play. To be honest, I would have felt the ref in the baseline had a better view on it. But either way it goes, we're perhaps foolish to pick up a 3rd foul this late in the second quarter.
And with the size of the Warriors, with the big 3 players in, they're going to have to bring in Alex Calvex. And maybe a chance for Coach Dave Baker and his team to try a different method in the way they attack this game.
Well, that's it, and sometimes that can be a good thing too if you're forced to change your hand, let's say.
So a much smaller lineup for Thunder, but as we talked about earlier, the combination of Calvex and Westbrook's on the floor together now. See what kind of problems this causes. There is Lacey opening the 3-point line, puts the ball on the floor past Pantovic. Nice finish from Lacey over 2 Tralee Giants.
Yeah, that's Lacey's first bucket since that 3 that rimmed in earlier on in the first quarter, Matt. And Swords would really need him to get on the ball a little bit more, perhaps, seeing as Narbonne is struggling to get to the basket inside.
Pantovic guarded by Lacey. 6 seconds. 3 goes up from Donaghy. And with 8.76 seconds to go, Alex Calvex looks some space, gets it out to Lacey. He's got to let it go. He does. And Kevin Lacey, right on the buzzer at half time, knocks in a 2. So at the end of a very entertaining first half of the Champions Trophy semi-final, it's Garvey's Tralee Warriors leading GCD Swords Thunder 36-27. So welcome back to Letterkenny here. Third quarter of the second of the Champions Trophy semi-finals underway. It's Garvey's Tralee Warriors leading 36-27. And Jimmy, sum up the first half for us.
Yeah, the first half, in fairness, Tralee were good value for the lead there. I really felt they probably mauled Templeogue on defence. Were very active, very aggressive, and on offence, were getting the shots they wanted. Templeogue will really have to match them for the start of this, and they started off where they left off, picking up two very quick fouls here, man.
Yeah, 2 fouls. They have Justin Goldsborough on the bench, remains on the bench with 3 fouls. So a different lineup. Delenko starting this second half. And Lacey happened to guard the much bigger Pantovic, but he does it well on that occasion. And Westbrook's with the steal. And foul eventually called on Kieran Donaghy.
Yeah, great work by Westbrook, getting his hands on the ball there and powering through.
That'll be Donaghy's second.
What I love about Westbrooks is in games like this, Matt, when they're clawing the way back in, he's the sort of player who would do anything to win. Even if that means dragging his teammates back up through it.
Yeah, indeed, he'll keep his team playing the right way as Lacey. That's the speed against Pantovic, but good defense from Pantovic. Well blocked from Ryan Leonard as he gets the hand on that 3 and found by Pemberton. Leonard, great defense from Westbrooks again. Oh, and foul called.
Yeah, that's I don't know, that's a questionable one there. I know the ref's got to make the calls there, but Westbrooks will probably feel very hard done by. I felt that he nipped that clean.
Great passage of play from Leonard, gets the block and keeps on going full court. And he'll have a chance to add to his team's lead from the foul line, but lets the first one slide away. Knocks in the second. First points of the second half, 10-point lead for the Warriors. Coombs, Westbrooks comes off the screens. Good defense from Pemberton. Lacey, shot clock down to 8. Inside to Narbonne, have to make something happen here. Fadeaway jump shot from Gil Narbonne, bounces in and out, rebound from Donaghy. Donaghy, I thought out of bounds himself, but obviously there was a touch. No one seemed to complain, so it must have been something we missed. Again, good defense from Westbrooks. Bogdanovic guarded by Gil Narbonne. Outside to Pemberton for 3, and Pemberton's range has been a little off, but he had a sighter and he'll go straight back to the well, and you can't give him 2 opportunities.
Absolutely not. That's a dagger 3 there. Thunder working exceptionally hard in defense, but to have an offensive board picked off like that after a shot attempt and go back to the same player who just buries a 3 on you, it's going to be a long third quarter if the Tralee continue like this.
And the Thunder just struggling to score. I mean, 27 points is very, very low for a team with the scoring power they have. Is that the defense, or is there something missing from the Thunder today?
I think, to be honest, it's just the defense, Matt. Like, Tralee look very impressive. They match up very well, but they're very active in defense there. And that man with the ball, more so than everybody else, they fight for everything. And Thunder at the minute just struggling to get a rhythm in. If they get a couple of shots to go, I feel they can come back. But they just need that to happen.
Delenko passes up the 3 to drive baseline. Goes out of bounds up the foot. And Tralee fighting for everything, as you say. So 13-point lead here. Lacey, long 2, doesn't go. And Pantovic is first man down the court. But good footwork from Lacey, gets himself back into the play, and it'll be out of bounds to Tralee.
Yeah, good hustle by Lacey there. He covered a lot of ground to get back. On Bogdanovic, as Tralee will inbound here looking for the big men, but
Pemberton, Bogdanovic, and Westbrook's doing a good job of keeping the taller Donaghy away from the basket. Just missed the 3. Leonard makes himself a nuisance, and the foul is eventually called as he grabs the arm of Lacey.
And I love how the crowd responds to Donaghy, even on a missed shot there, Matt. If you get the feeling that go in there, they're right behind them more so than some of the players.
Westbrooks decides against the 3, inside to Lacey. And Swords, just as Delenko goes to the basket, just hesitating a little bit when normally you'd see very free-flowing offense from them.
Yeah, it's very disjointed at the minute there, and they're arguing with the refs and feeling like getting calls here as Coach Dave Baker has a chat with Linda Cassidy here.
The Tralee travelling crowd get behind their team.
Of course, with having Goldsberg on the bench at the minute, Matt, is really adding an extra bit of a struggle to the Thunder here to have a lot more work to do on defense. As it's picked off there, Charlie Coombs, nice behind the back.
Tralee do a good job of slowing them down, getting back. Lacey. And Lacey pummels out them with 3 minutes 30 into this third quarter, and Swords Thunder still yet to score in the second half. Pemberton for 3. He's going. And although Thunder are yet to score, Tralee haven't really put them away. They've only 4 points in this quarter themselves.
That's all, but they're almost double on the rebounds here. We talked about as Narbonne on cue drops in a point there yet.
So Swords hanging around here. Coach Dave Baker won't be too disappointed if they can get a few baskets here. But it's still Tralee playing the better basketball at the moment. We're not seeing the normal free-flowing Thunder, and 3-second call on Bogdanovich.
Yeah, he was in there quite a while, and just come back to rebounds there, Matt. Like, offensively, Tralee have 10 rebounds, whereas Thunder have 2, and that's the big difference. Keeping the big guys off the glass will be vital for Thunder to get back in this game.
Westbrooks inside to Gil Narbonne. Kicks out to Lacey, but good hand from Pemberton. Gets the steal, and he drives hard at Lacey. Pemberton gets the roll. And back to a 13-point lead as again, hands on the ball from Tralee. And defense really is the key for the Warriors at the moment.
Absolutely, and be interested to see how long they can keep it up, as the bigs have been on the floor for quite a while for Tralee. As Goldsberg checks back into the game here, giving Narbonne a break. Along with Alex in place of Delenko.
And Coach Mark Burnson will just readjust his pack as they take a timeout. So welcome back. 5:16 to go in this third quarter. It's Tralee Warriors leading by 13. Lacey, long 2, foot in the line, but Lacey makes that, and a much needed basket for Swords Thunder. And Jimmy, what they need to do in order to get their scoring back going, which is stalled here in the third quarter.
Hey, not being smart, man. Just make shots like that. Good drive and kick from Westbrooks there. But defensively, they need to slow down Tralee a little bit here. Tralee are bossing them. Even though they're not converting all the time, they're still making Thunder work so hard. When you come down and play offense, then you're kind of out of gas.
Calvex to the basket. Westbrooks, long three, that's called. And whatever Coach Dave Baker said to his troops during the timeout has worked, as they've come out and make back-to-back long-range bombs. And followed up with a steal, Westbrooks. Westbrooks with a floater, doesn't go, rebound Donaghy.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left in the third here. Like, them couple of baskets will settle Thunder here if they can continue to take the wind out of Tralee's sails here. Perhaps they'll be right back in and going to hit the fourth.
Pantovic puts the ball on the floor, but good hands from Lacey. And very much since the timeout, seems to be a different level from Swords Thunder. Rebound Bogdanovic, and you've kind of felt that foul was inevitable, and Kevin Lacey was going to keep on hacking away until it got called.
Yeah, he probably felt he should have got a call the first time, so he was going to protest and going to leave that arm in there. But I do feel as well, though, man, if Thunder were to hit a couple more outside shots, it might open up a little bit. At the minute, they're trying to drive in against. There's a lot of big bodies in there from Tralee there, and it's difficult to get shots up over them. Yeah,
Tralee certainly aren't going to allow Swords Thunder back into the game easily by getting layups, so they'll have to do something from outside, as you say. And good defense from Goldsborough. You have to be careful. He's on three inside to Donaghy. Got away with a travel. He didn't get away with a travel.
Yeah,
was called. So 8-point lead. Swords Thunder have kept in this game from the onslaught from the Tralee Warriors, as Calvex does get to the basket but can't finish. Rebound Donaghy. Pemberton slows things down. Donaghy, nice pass inside, but Bogdanovic but can't finish. Tipped back. Donaghy puts the ball on the floor, can't finish, grabs his own rebound, doesn't give up, and Donaghy is fouled and the basket will count.
Yeah, great hard work there from Donaghy. He'll go to the line and shoot too, and Pantovic is checking back into the game here to give a rest for the fellow big man Bogdanovic.
Gil Narbon will check in for Charlie Coombs.
Free throw pushes it to an 11-point game here.
So even though it looked like a good run from Swords Thunder, still 11 points, 2:50 to go, third quarter. Offensive foul called. Didn't see what happened, but Kieran Donaghy looks like he's just come off the football pitch. Obviously took a blow off the ball. And Isaac Westbrooks is being talked to. Good full court pressure from Alex Calvex. And the ball into the hands of Ryan Leonard. And the Thunder stepping up their defense. The foul is called on Westbrooks, who will be less than happy with that one.
Yeah, that's a frustration settling in there for Thunder, as they just can't seem to be let play here.
And that'll be his third, and it'll mean that there'll be two shots as they're in a penalty.
Ryan Leonard knocks in the first. And we have a technical foul on Isaac Westbrooks here.
And that's going to be huge for Swords Thunder. Bring up the 4th foul, and I didn't see what he did or what happened. Did you get a glimpse of that at all?
No, when the ball was inbounded, perhaps he might have uttered something or a few words came out of his mouth there, but the ref wasn't happy with it and didn't like the song he was singing, so to speak. So hit him with the tee, and that's, as you were saying, that's a massive call to make in a game like this when it's still relatively in the melting pot.
So Tralee take advantage of that 14-point lead as Pemberton knocks in the free throw, and Westbrook's on 4, Goldsborough on 3. Pemberton guarded by Calvex. Good defense, and Westbrooks tries to get some of those points back. Nice move down the middle of the lane from Westbrooks, and foul and counts. So Isaac Westbrooks answers in the best way possible by knocking in 2.
It looks like Alex Delenko is checking back in the game here, but I'd imagine it'll be for Westbrooks. You'll probably see no action for the remainder of this third here.
And the basket has been waved off. So Westbrooks will check out and Delenko will come in. So it'll be end line ball just to add to the frustration for Swords Thunder. And things very much going Tralee's way, although you have to say they're making them go their way.
Oh, well, absolutely, yeah. Tralee are working hard. They can't take anything from them as Cavales pulls the trigger. Doesn't get it. Delenko. Nice little put back there.
Good tip from Delenko. That will give him a little bit of confidence. Struggle from the 3-point line so far today. O'Hanlon to Leonard. Pemberton. Pemberton tries to get through a gap that probably wasn't there, and great hustle from Delenko and a foul on Leonard. That will be the 4th team foul for Tralee. And Ryan Leonard will take a break, and that's Ryan Leonard's 4th foul.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that, Matt. Just that I only picked up a couple of 2 silly ones early on, but I must have missed the foul that he got.
And Coach Burnson will be frustrated with that, as he already had Down O'Sullivan lined up to come in for him, give him a break, but now he's on the 4th, so we'll have to sit out for longer, and especially after that second quarter he had. Delenko for 3, they need this to go, and Delenko on cue finds his shooting range.
It's back to a 9-point game, Matt. You know, they're not out of sight yet.
Pantovic drops it off to Pemberton, but Pemberton can't finish. And all of a sudden, with 1:19 to go, Swords Thunder under 10 points. Calvex doesn't go, and Goldsborough gets called, and that's his 4th. Going for an offensive and a tee.
That's a massive call here now, Matt. That's 2 technical fouls in the space of 2 minutes here.
I didn't see who that was calling. Oh, and it's gone against Goldsborough, a technical foul, so he's out of the game.
And confusion among players and fans alike here as to what the outcome will this be. And
Justin Goldsborough has said something to the referee. Linda Cassidy on his way past, so he's picked up a technical foul. That's 5 fouls for him, and with Westbrooks on the bench on 4 as well.
it just means there'll be a lot of pressure on the likes of Lacey and Coombs now to help out on the boards to fight with Tralee's bigs, but Tralee have gone a little bit smaller with 3 guards on the floor.
And Donaghy will shoot 2 for the first foul. And Swords Thunder really dug themselves a hole here now, down 9 to a Tralee team that's playing very well defensively. Swords Thunder short-handed.
Yeah, and you would have felt before the 2 technical fouls, Matt, like they were back to an 11-point game, that they were still in with a good shout here, which they are. It's still within the reach, but without Goldsborough on the floor, it puts a whole new dynamic on the team.
I suppose it's one of those situations where on the scoreboard it's still well within reach, but it feels and it will probably feel the Swords Thunder like they're in trouble here just because of the way things have gone. The last few calls have gone against them.
Yeah,
And Tralee are giving them nothing easy.
that's exactly it, man. When you're playing against, when you're not getting calls like that, sometimes you can feel you're playing against 8 players out there, with the referees included. As
Darren O'Sullivan, sorry, bites for the ball, gets it out. Donaghy slows things down, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Pemberton, and a travel called. So a basket here would get it back into single figures and give Coach Dave Baker and his crew something to hold on to going into the fourth quarter, and they'll be well aware that they're well able to put together a 30-40 point quarter.
that's exactly it. As we have another whistle on the floor again here, as this last 2 minutes feel like an eternity, as the foul is going against Bogdanovich, I think.
Went against Darren O'Sullivan. It is his first off the ball foul. Again, didn't see what happened, but it'll be 2 shots to Delenko. And Alex Delenko has found his scoring touch a little bit here. That tip in gave him a bit of confidence, made a 3, and will add at least 1 from the foul line. Make that 2. So 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's down to a 9-point lead for Tralee Warriors. Donaghy looking for Pemberton inside. Pemberton with a floater. Nice finish from Pemberton. 10-point lead, 15 seconds to go, third quarter. 11-point lead, sorry. The extra one is tacked on, and Alex Calvex gets all the way to the hoop. And he finishes the quarter with a flourish. So at the end of this third quarter of the Champions Trophy, it's Garvey Tralee Warriors leading GCD Swords Thunder 52-43. We're underway here, start the fourth quarter. 9-point lead for Garvey Tralee Warriors. GCD Swords Thunder been a little out of sorts today, but they're trying to fight their way back into this game. Pandovic grabs the rebound, and Jim, we've seen excellent defense from Tralee. What's it going to take from the Thunder to get back into this, especially with the foul trouble that they're in?
Yeah, they're just going to have to play really clever on defense, and on offense keep working hard. Like, I do feel they can come back into this game, as they have done a good job in slowing Tralee down from the third quarter, but they need to keep them off the glass, and if Tralee keep missing opportunities that they can get back in it, but they really need to work hard here, Matt.
So a missed shot from O'Hanlon, nearly tipped in from Pantovic, doesn't go. Calvex for 3, big shot, bobbles around, doesn't go, but well rebounded by Tralee, and they've numbers, great pass, and Pemberton doesn't finish, rebound Pemberton into the Pantovic into the hands of Donaghy, blocked, and somehow, however, ends up with Delenko, who calms down the situation. And inside to Jose Marie gone, Gil Narbonne, they'll be looking for a lot more from him in this final quarter, I suppose.
Absolutely, and probably, to be honest, I'd look at going at Delenko there. He's hit a couple of shots there in the third quarter, and I haven't looked for him yet. I'd keep feeding the hot hand until he goes cold, that's it.
So O'Sullivan to Donaghy. Donaghy inside to Pantovic, guarded by Gil Narbonne. And fade away, blocked by Lacey. 3 on the shot clock. Donaghy puts up a 3. Doesn't go, and rebounded by Delenko. Delenko chooses to go to the basket, nowhere to go, but ends up in the hands of Calvex, who great move inside to finish for 2. And now it's down to 7.
That's it, and Thunder are not going out of this game anytime soon. They just need to be...
Below us, Coach Mark Burnson gets his big guns back ready. As Leonard and Bogdanovic will look to check in. Pemberton, 2 off the dribble, doesn't go, but falls into the hands of Darrow O'Hanlon, and he puts in the layup.
Yeah, and like, Tralee have the option to bring him back into 2 bigs here, even with Ryan Leonard on 4 fouls. Like, if they go big, Thunder will really struggle.
Coombs for 3, doesn't go. Rebound Pemberton, gets it forward to Donaghy. Donaghy, little show and go, and all the way to the basket. Good move from Donaghy, doesn't go, and rebounded. And Swords Thunder doing a lot better job on the boards, getting a lot of hands on things. Delenko for 3. Huge shot from Delenko, and you talked about that confidence. And there we see it, the Alex Delenko we saw a lot of last year.
That's it, and at the minute, while it's not pretty basketball, Matt, it's effective, and Thunder are clawing the way back in here.
And good steal from Lacey, takes it off Donaghy. Lacey.
There was definitely a bump there, Matt, I'm sorry. There was definitely a bump there.
Yeah, afraid I can't disagree with that. He was pushed out of bounds, but it hasn't hurt their cause too much. They've got the ball back. Coombs fakes the 3. Inside to Gil Narbonne. Shot clock down to 12. Nice cut from Lacey, and this time the foul is called, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots, and Swords Thunder have come out the better in this fourth quarter and cut the lead to 6.
Absolutely, and Coombs is a player, while he's been cold for this quarter, I still feel if he hits 1 or 2, he's a confidence guy. He'd knock down a couple of shots, and to keep going to Lenko, perhaps Coombs, if he's open, they can definitely come back in this, and they're right back in it here with 6:27 left to play, and that's a long time in basketball, man.
Very much so, and Kevin Lacey doesn't punish the Warriors on this occasion, but he'll have another opportunity. Doesn't get the roll, or second one, and a mixture of Donaghy and Bogdanovic get grab the rebound. 6-point game. Tralee Warriors fighting for the right to play Temple Ogue in tomorrow's Champion Trophy final. Pemberton, shot clock down to 6. Somehow gets it back and is fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2 shots. A little bit of luck for Tralee.
Yeah, and Coombs, in fairness, did have a hand on his hip there as he spun to the middle, so the ref probably had no option to call that foul. But
and that's the 3rd foul on Charlie Coombs. Pemberton knocks down the first. Second, 56-48, 6:04 to go. Final quarter. Still to come, the Women's Super League Playoff Final. Delenko for 3. Maybe rushed that one a little bit.
yeah, he pulled the trigger a bit early. He knew that Leonard was with him there. He probably should have been held up, and as Calvex pulls off it.
Fantastic hustle from Donaghy. As Calvex with a steal, but Donaghy slides, gets hands on the ball last off Alex Calvex, and it will be the Warriors ball as into the game comes Fergal O'Sullivan. So it says still to come, Women's Super League Playoff Final. Ambassador UCC Glanmire take on Courtyard Liffey Celtics. in a repeat of the National Cup final. The top two teams in the league go head to head.
It'll be interesting to see as well, Matt, when with 5:42 left here, if Thunder can continue to go at Tralee without coughing up fouls on the defensive end.
Tough shot from Pemberton, but makes it look relatively easy. And it's back to a 10-point lead, 5:25 to go. Inside, Narbonne as the crowd pick up behind Warriors. Lacey for three, dagger three from Lacey. Much needed, but right on cue, gets it back down.
We've seen today in the first game between Templeogue and UCD how UCD were trailing by as many as 11 or 12, but got it back to within 3. So
Pemberton called for the block. That's his first. So 4:53 to go. 58-51. Garvey Tralee Warriors leading GCD Swords Thunder. The right to play Templeogue in the final tomorrow, 4 p.m. Calvax finds Narbonne, cutting the basket. He lays it off the backboard and will go to the line for one extra.
yeah, it's a great little pocket pass there from Calvex there to find Narbonne going to the basket, and could be a great time for him to start coming back into this game. As he's sitting Pemberton, I guess.
We're giving Pemberton a quick breather. It's under 5 to go. I'm sure it won't be too long before we see him back in the game. And Narbonne knocks down that, and the closest Thunder have been in a long time. 4-point lead. And steps out of bounds, Donaghy, under pressure from Delenko. Great defense from Alex Delenko. And a score here, and it could be down to 2 or even 1. And it's a 3 from Calvex, in and out. Rebound Donaghy. Ryan Leonard. Last time Pemberton went out of the game, we saw Leonard, but here, steal from Calvex, and he's not going to be caught, and makes no mistake, 2-point game.
Yeah, you look back there, check the wing mirrors there, running that layup. He knew he had the legs on Bogdanovic to get to the basket.
Again, defensive.
Offensive call against Ryan Leonard from Tralee. As we're going to have a timeout. Tralee want to have a talk about it. 4:04 left in the fourth, 58-56 in favour of Tralee.
So 4:04 to go. We've got a game on our hands. It's the Cup champions, GCD Swords Thunder, trailing by 2 to Warriors. Warriors were up for double figures for a long way in this game, and Coombs for the lead. And Charlie Coombs hits a huge 3 for Swords Thunder, and now it's Tralee Warriors trailing.
That's a massive shot, and look at Matt, big time players make big time shots, and that was huge as Pemberton looks to answer back with a massive 3 for Tralee.
We've talked about big time players, and right on cue, Pemberton, as he's done all season long. Westbrooks remains on the bench on 4 fouls for Thunder, but they've come back with him on the bench as a misplaced pass for Thunder there. But both teams, Goldsboro out on 5 fouls for Thunder. Ryan Leonard out on 5 fouls for Tralee, as the floor will be wiped. And Jimmy, 2-point game, 3 minutes to go. Who is in the ascendancy here?
Well, I would have said for the large parts of this quarter it was going all Tralee's way, but Swords have really edged the way back in here, and to be honest, it could go either way with the way the game has been called, and I feel like either way we have an exciting 3 minutes of basketball left here. When you've players making big shots on both ends of the floor there, it'll be a good finish now, but it'll be a case of who wants it more, Matt, basically.
So full court pressure from Thunder. They've created a couple of turnovers of late and nearly get another one. Pemberton calls for calm into the hands of Fergal O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan inside to Donaghy. Donaghy does a great job with his body, and there you see the experience. Great move from Kieran Donaghy.
Yeah, Charlie Coombs perhaps cheated a small bit there. Went try and pick off the pass, the inbound pass, but got caught in a good pass by Donaghy there to push the lead out a little bit more.
Gilnarbon up against Bogdanovic. Good defense from Bogdanovic. Out to Lacey. Lacey doesn't shoot, puts it on the floor. 6 to go on the shot clock. Now 3. Delenko will have to get it up. He's not going to get up in time. He doesn't. So 24-second shot clock violation. And it'll be Tralee Warriors ball. And a foul there from Alex Kelvex. I'm not quite sure why they fouls to give, but he's been playing excellent full court defense on Pemberton. That was an easy one to call as he wrapped his arm around him. Pemberton against Kelvex. Pemberton gets by him. Now he's picked up from Lacey. 10 on the shot clock. Pemberton slugs the ball in his hands, gets it to Donaghy. And great defense from Kelvex, saves the ball as he nearly goes out the fire exit. .12 on the shot clock. Alex Kelvex, deep 3 from Kelvex, doesn't go, and rebounded Bogdanovic. And probably not the offense that Dave Baker would have wanted, and Adron Cui is looking to bring back in Isaac Westbrooks.
Yeah, probably not on that, but hey, look, if that shot goes in, it's a fantastic shot. It's one of those situations when you have the ball, you make a decision. So unfortunately it didn't come off for Kelvex, and 1:47 left here in the fourth.
Pemberton. Oof. Big screen from Bogdanovic. Kelvex goes down. For me, I don't think he moved. I think he's a big fella. I've run into a few of those screens myself. It's big against small, unfortunately. It's a tough game sometimes.
Exactly it, and they're in the penalty, so it'll be 2 free throws, and Dave Baker is taking a timeout here, Matt.
So Isaac Westbrook's back in the game on 4 fouls for GCD Swords Thunder. They trail by 4 to Garvey's Tralee Warriors. Trying to play against Temple Oak in tomorrow's Champions Trophy final. Steal eventually into the hands of Fergal O'Sullivan. And here under pressure from Westbrooks, who has to be careful reaching in there. Still plenty of time for Swords Thunder.
Yeah, it's plenty of time here. 10 seconds left in the shot clock for Tralee, though, as Pembroke takes the bump and goes to the basket and picks up the foul from Narbonne. He'll shoot 2.
So Temple Oak overcoming UC Marion in the first of the Champions Trophy semi-finals. Hugely entertaining game, came down to the final seconds. This one will be similar. 1:14 to go, 4-point lead for the Warriors, who led throughout, really.
Yeah, and had a large lead for parts of 14, 15 points, Matt. But in fairness to Tundra, with things going against them as they did, they really fought hard and clawed their way back in here. And with 1:14 left, they're still even down 5 or 6 points here. There's always a chance when you have players of their quality on the floor.
So Pemberton knocks down both. Puts the Warriors up 6. Westbrooks. Good defense, and Donaghy again at the centre of it, dives on the ball, but a foul call. And that's in the penalty, so it'll be 2 shots to Westbrooks. But again, Donaghy putting his body on the line, and that's 4 fouls on Donaghy. So I'd say both teams will be hoping it doesn't go to overtime. Well, obviously Swords Thunder probably at this point will be hoping it goes to overtime, down 6, but fouls are playing a big part in this game.
Yeah, City fouls limiting players' contributions. As Goldsberger said, has sat for most of the second half here. And big free throws coming up here, and pressure defense from Thunder here to pick off a pass or force a bad option. They can be in control of the ball, Matt, and with a minute left, anything is possible here.
Well, we saw a 5-point swing quickly from UCD earlier with a 3 and a foul. And getting the ball back, so as you say, anything possible, plenty of time. It's down to 5. Make that 4 as Westbrooks coolly puts in both. And there we see the full court pressure into the hands of Pemberton. Trap from Delenko, and there's 2-on-1, and being very physical there, but great job from Pemberton as he gets past the 3 Swords Thunder players who are tracking him down. And a good job from Pemberton in drawing that foul, you have to say.
As that'll be Isaac Westbrook's last contribution to the game here as he sits.
Yeah, Swords Thunder had a chance there. They trapped Pemberton a few times, but he broke the pressure, and that will be the end for Westbrooks.
As he's enjoying the sunshine here, maybe doesn't want to leave just yet, Matt.
No, they'll use their full time.
Much to the amusement of the travelling Tralee crowd here.
So it'll be Charlie Coombs, checks back into the game. Donaghy, being guarded by Delenko, finds a bit of space to Bogdanovic, and a foul is called. Seemed to lose his arm whilst he was going up.
Yeah, and perhaps there could have been a foul beforehand on Delenko. He was piggybacking in the back. Kieran Donaghy, who realised he had a smaller, lighter player on him and took him to the basket.
So 38 seconds to go. Big free throws coming for Dusan Bogdanovic.
Yeah, these are massive. If he misses these as on airball the free throw, and that's the second airball free throw we've seen today, Matt. Not in this game, one in the game previous, but
a bit of nerves, and the second one's going to be short too. So Thunder with the score here can get within 1 possession, but Calvex is blocked, maybe rushed that a little bit, but he'll get another chance. As I'm not sure about you, Jimmy, but I'm blinded by the sun here. It's decided to come out. Charlie Coombs. Delenko with a 3 over Donaghy. And huge 3 from Delenko. And Whistler's gone.
Yeah, the clock didn't stop after that basket. Obviously, in the last 2 minutes, the clock stops for Everton. So I think the ref was reiterating there was 26 seconds left on the clock when.
And that is huge significance. It does mean that Tralee will have to shoot. They can't run out the clock, but I suppose even that, at this point, Swords Thunder probably put a bit of pressure on and then will have to foul. Wouldn't want to leave it down to 24 seconds. By the time they get a rebound, it'd be too late.
Yeah, and they probably won't look to foul the likes of Pemberton and Donaghy. The poor free throw shooters, maybe Bogdanovic again, perhaps, or.
In to Donaghy. There is
There's
someone
the foul
they
there,
would want to foul, yeah. They'll leave it to one of the youngsters to finish this one for Tralee. Fergal O'Sullivan strides towards the line. Big 2 free throws coming up.
In a situation like this, Matt, I don't know about you, but if I had my 2 bigs on the floor, I'd probably look to make the first and miss the second. But
Yeah, an interesting Coach Burnson. He likes to protect his basket, so he's his 2 bigs back, won't contest the rebounds. So, huge free throw. It's a 1-point lead for Tralee Warriors, have led from the start of this game. I think they trailed for 1 play or 2 plays, and now with the shot clock turned off, Alex Kelvax will have the ball with a chance for Swords Thunder to pinch this one. 12 seconds to go. Donaghy, defense on Calvax. Good defense from Donaghy, gets it back out, but be a shot for Narbonne, decides not to shoot it, and a travel called as Jose Maria Gil Narbonne travels, and Tralee Warriors will get the ball back with 3.9 seconds to go, leading by 1, and a timeout called by Coach Mark Burnson will advance the ball and make it even more difficult for Swords Thunder. We'll take a break on the timeout and be back with you shortly. So 3.9 to go, Tralee ball. Swords surely have to foul. They get into Donaghy, and the foul, a second ticks off the clock. So 2.7 seconds to go. It'll be Donaghy for 2 shots, and then one last chance for Swords Thunder. Donaghy misses the first. And again, this time Coach Burnson pushes his bigs up a little bit to stop the heave. Donaghy, second one, bounced around and eventually goes in.
there's a timeout from Swords Thunder here. They'll have a talk about it with 2.7 left as they trail by 2.
So 2.7 seconds. I saw in the timeout Coach Dave Baker talking to Zelenko, calling his name out. Will it be him? He's in the corner. Zelenko is open, and he stepped out of bounds with 1.4 to go. So as drawn up, things worked out, but just stands out of bounds. And surely, Jimmy, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's it there. Tralee, even to foul them now, you would probably have a heave attempt if you got the ball back from free throws. So
And they get it in, and the clock expires. So at the end of a low-scoring but hugely entertaining game, it's Garvey's Tralee Warriors will advance to the Champions Trophy finals. They've beaten Griffith Sword Thunder 66-64. And Jimmy, you have to say they've led throughout, but Sword Thunder deserve huge credit for getting back into the game. But the better team won in the end, probably overall over the full.
Overall of the game, perhaps, yes. There was errors made earlier on that hurt Swords Thunder, but in general, a great comeback from Swords to even make a game of that, considering they were down so much without the players that they had on the floor.
So stay with us, 8 p.m. tip-off for the Women's Super League playoff final. Ambassador UCC Glanmire will take on Courtyard Liffey Celtics. We'll be back with you for that one.